What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video we're talking all about Q4. We're going to be talking about what Q4 does to your Amazon sales, how you should be prepping for Q4, and ultimately what Q4 even means to e-commerce sellers. Alright guys, so as mentioned, today we are talking all about the fourth quarter and what that means, and more specifically, as an Amazon wholesale seller, what we need to know, what we need to be doing to prepare, and ultimately how to conduct ourselves when talking about Q4 and leading up to it. At the time of recording this, we are coming up to the fourth quarter, and we need to know and make sure that we are absolutely ready, because if we aren't, it is definitely going to take you by surprise. So the fourth quarter on Amazon is historically the time when the most amount of sales happen over every other quarter throughout the year. This is due to the fact that we have many different holidays and many different opportunities for people to actually purchase items both for themselves as well as for gifts. We have retail specific occasions like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the entire weeks leading up to Christmas and New Year's. All of these things present an opportunity for an insane amount of sales to actually happen, no matter what category you're selling on. The beautiful thing about Amazon wholesale is the fact that we can be selling in multiple different categories and multiple different items, meaning that we are very, very likely to see an increase in the amount of sales that we're actually able to do during that fourth quarter. If you guys are enjoying this video already and you're wanting to hear more, please make sure that you smash that like button. Helps out the algorithm more than you can imagine. Also make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you know every single time that we post a new video, and you can come back and get more great content like this. Again, completely free to do, and it would help out the channel more than you can imagine. So while Q4 is absolutely the best opportunity to be selling online, and more specifically Amazon, there are definite drawbacks that we also need to consider and plan for. The biggest drawbacks are that suppliers are ultimately the busiest that they're going to be probably throughout the entire year during the fourth quarter. They are bringing in and selling more products. They're dealing with more products and shipping more orders during the fourth quarter than any other time. You have to remember, they're selling to other sellers like ourselves, but also all of the brick and mortar and other retail stores that ultimately are stocking up to prepare for this fourth quarter. So in addition to supplier backlogs, there's definitely going to be shortages to products. So a lot of the products that we actually have our eyes on may not be available by the time we go to order them. So we want to make sure that we're planning early. In addition, because of all the volume, our shipping times, our receiving times, and even the Amazon response times in terms of being able to communicate with them are going to be slower during the fourth quarter than the entire rest of the year. Because of this, we need to make sure that we're planning for the fourth quarter, no matter what size our business is at, whether you haven't made a single sale on Amazon yet, or you sell millions of dollars per year, you need to make sure that you're prepared for when this fourth quarter comes. So next I want to talk about a few different ways on how we can actually prepare for Q4. First thing is going to be, we want to make sure to spend our cash. We want to make sure that we have enough inventory in stock for the fourth quarter to be able to cover us all the way through. Although there's worse problems to have, you definitely don't want to be in a position where you completely sell out of an item when you had the opportunity to buy more and you had the cash sitting in your account to be able to do so. You're also going to want to make sure that you get that inventory in early. This is extremely important because, as I mentioned, shipping times, receiving times, response times are way longer than they usually are. So by having your inventory in earlier, you're able to make sure that your inventory is ready and available for when that fourth quarter comes. In addition, the storage fees that Amazon charges you are a lot higher during the fourth quarter than any other time of the year. As a result, if you make sure that you have your inventory in stock and available in the third quarter and leading up to the fourth quarter, you're able to actually utilize the less expensive storage fees rather than have all of your inventory come into stock and available in November and December. The next thing we're going to want to worry about is raising those inventory limits. So as part of Q4 prep, we're going to want to make sure to season our seller accounts, follow Amazon's recommendations, and ultimately make sure that we have enough available space in Amazon on our accounts to be able to handle and cover all the items that we're about to send in. Most new sellers getting started on Amazon.com are only able to send in a maximum of 1,000 units, sometimes less. So by getting items in stock now and selling through, we're able to make sure that we have enough available inventory to cover us no matter what we buy. The next thing is we want to make sure that we're taking a look at some of the better performing categories in the fourth quarter, but we also don't want to completely change up our business model. For example, if we've been selling kitchen products for the entirety of our business, we don't want to all of a sudden start going out and looking for toys, for example, because it's going to take us a long time to get up and running, to find those supplier leads, to open up those accounts, and to ultimately get all of those toys in stock and ready for the season, than it would be to just expand our existing portfolio of products with the suppliers that we already are looking for and already have. And we're going to naturally just see a great uptick because of all of the fourth quarter sales. And the last thing that I want to share with you is to make sure by all accounts to be able to avoid very seasonal trends. For example, I would not recommend as a new seller to start off by buying and selling Halloween costumes or to sell Christmas or New Year's products or supplies. If we're under or overestimating the amount of products that we're purchasing, we might find ourselves in an opportunity where either we could have had way more sales if we just went with a more well-rounded product, or even worse, we could have available an extra inventory that we can't effectively sell potentially till another full year. So whatever you do, you want to make sure to stay with products and categories that can potentially be sold throughout the year, so you don't find yourself in one of two of these situations. Other than that, that's all I had that I wanted to share with you guys today. I do appreciate that you sticking in right to the end. Q4 is the most exciting time to be selling on the platform as a seller by far, and it's actually where you're able to make the most amount of money versus any other quarter. So other than that, I just want to wish you a happy holiday and Q4 season, and I hope that you're able to use some of these tips in this video to ultimately go out and make more sales than you otherwise would have been able to do. Again, if you guys are sticking all the way to the end, you guys do like the content, please make sure that you're smashing that like button, and even go down in the comment section and just let us know how you're going to be preparing for this Q4 and how you're going to make sure today that you're taking action steps to ensure your success this holiday season. That's all I have for you guys today. Until the next one, bye for now.